Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, February 4th, and I am excited to be live. I haven't gone live in quite a few weeks, so I'll give everybody a moment or two to receive the notification that I am here live. And today I am streaming from my home in Bonita Springs, Florida. Good morning. I see a few of you have received the notification that I am here I was going to say the Astro Lounge and on YouTube and a couple of my Facebook pages. Hello and good morning. Good morning, Facebook user. Good morning. Oh, goodness. So here today in Southwest Florida, we have a blustery day. And it's rainy and it's windy, and I am feeling so blessed to be able to spend the day at home today. I am going to be doing readings today, mini readings. I've got my Light Seers Tarot ready to go, and I do foresee for myself reading a book today, and I think there's a nap in my future. So hello and good morning, everybody. So good to see all of you. And I did want to share a few updates before we get started, we get going into the reading. So we are almost completely unpacked from our move from merging both of the stores, the Fort Myers Mystical Moon and the Bonita Springs, into the Bonita Springs Mystical Moon. And I know there are still so many people that we weren't able to reach through social media or the newsletter or word of mouth that I decided not to renew the lease at the Fort Myers store for another 5 years. Due to time constraints, wanting to be able to have more time with family and to work with my clients with private sessions and teaching and mentoring and traveling and all of the things. So I know it's a really bittersweet transition. However, I know that it is for the highest and best good for myself, for my staff. And I have said this before, but I have a really fabulous staff for one store. And yeah, they are so amazing. It was a lot to move all of that stuff. Oh my gosh, product. We had so much, but moving forward, I'm excited about what the future brings. And I see quite a few comments here. I'm going to pop in just a second. I also have some really exciting news that I confirmed and locked in the date for Animal Communication with Joan Rancat on March 27th at, of course, the Bonita Springs Mystical Moon. She is a well-known animal communicator healer, has written many books, and is very well known in her field. So I'll be sharing that information over the next couple of days. I'm so excited that she reached out, that her assistant reached out to see if we would be interested in hosting her. And heck yes was my answer. So I'm just going to pop in to see some of the comments. Good morning, Constance. And I see a couple questions already popping up. And I see another question here. They're not sure what to ask. So I'll pop in just a second with all of that. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And yes, it's been I don't know if it's been a month, but maybe it has been a month, but it's been a while since I've popped on here. So I look forward to connecting more with everyone here online in the private Facebook group, which will be shifting and moving to there will be more lives in my private other platform on a circle community. So there'll be more info about that. And a gentle reminder, I know not everybody here is in the Facebook group, but please just try to remember, because there are a couple of posts that like even the Facebook admin has been reaching out to me, as well as other members. Just try to remember to not be spammy and try not to sell tickets to events and things like that outside of the space. And just remember that it is a community. Please limit the self-promotion, because then we're going to have a whole other thing there where there are things that are kind of like fine line, crossing the fine line within self-promotion and sharing your gifts and so on and so forth. Just please remember that, because I've had quite a few people reaching out to me and saying, hey, I think that this violates community standards and so on and so forth. So just please try to take a moment to think about that. All right, all of that's out of the way. So hello and good morning. And I did receive one question that I could find that was submitted beforehand, and then I'll kind of go in here and I'll flip flop with some of the answers and see what Spirit brings through. So these are quick kind of quick fire readings. So I'm going to remind you to try to just think about the question that you asked, like, what does Spirit have for me? Or like, if we could get a little bit more specific, then I can help you a little bit more with what's emerging right now. Not like questions that I would try to shy away from are like, what's my life purpose, right? We're going to not get really deep into those questions, because that's more than a 1 or 2 minute answer, correct? Hey, good morning, everybody. I see more people popping in here. All right, so I did have one question that was submitted by Donna P. And then, as I mentioned, I'll go in and answer some of the questions that we have here. So her question was, good morning. And she's a Virgo. She's curious and excited if Spirit has a message for her. And so she's feeling lately like she could go in any direction. So is it something? Like, I could go in any direction. Is it something? Okay, I'm going to see what Spirit brings through. I'm not sure. Let's see. All right. So before I answer Donna, I do want to acknowledge that I did set the space before I hit live. I always set a prayer of intention, asking Spirit to help to guide me, to help me to support those who are here, and that the answers resonate and flow from Spirit, and for me to be a clear channel for Spirit. Okay, so Donna, let's see what Spirit has for you regarding the directions in your life path and what is most emergent for you at this time. So I'm pulling one card for everyone here, or for those I can get to. So Donna, you have the 5 of Cups. Excuse me, I want to reiterate, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, one of my favorite decks, and you'll see me use this deck quite a bit, although we have some really beautiful decks that have just come into the store. Anyway, I'll try to remember to talk about something else afterwards. But regarding decks, so you have the 5 of Cups. So what's most? Let me grab that card, because I feel like I should grab it anyway. What's most emergent for you is allowing the natural progression of emotions and feelings to come up to the surface. That's why you're being pulled in so many different directions. I feel like you're trying to force things, like, oh, I need to be more proactive and focus over here, rather than allowing things to pop up, to acknowledge the feelings that are coming through. They're giving me an image of, like, you're cleaning out your pipes, and they're clogged, and so you're cleaning out that drain, the pipe, and or even like a vacuum hose, the vacuum, and it's like, it's clogged up. Okay, let's see what's in there. And I feel like you're in that process of things coming up, and let's see what is actually in there. Oh, look, this is something you're still angry about. Actually, your guides want to be say something that you're really pissed off about, something maybe about 2.5, 3 years ago. This thing over here, you didn't give it time to breathe. This other thing that you're frustrated with yourself because you didn't follow through. Right now, you are in that place of clearing out the pipes, and things are kind of coming through, and there's this sorting through of emotions. I'm feeling like you're kind of all over the place. Like, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm excited. So allow these waves, I feel like they're waves of emotions, to continue to move through you for I want to give you at least 10, 11 days, at least. I feel like there's a lot that's going to take place for you within the next 10 to 11 days. And I want to acknowledge the person coming through for you with a heart issue, that had heart issues. I'm not sure if they passed from a heart attack or heart surgery, but they had really, it was hard on them. Their heart sometimes it starts with heartache and heartbreak, and then it manifests into something physical. So there is someone in spirit that is coming through. A lot of times I see it more male, but this feels like it's more of a female. So I'm just going to give that to you. And so where do you go? You continue to give yourself more time and grace for the next 10 to 11 days and allow things to process. Okay. All right, so let me see here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I'm going to get into the questions that have popped up here. Okay, so I'm going to show this question from Constance, and she wants to know, will her husband prevail in his lawsuit? Hide that now. Okay. So with this, we pull cards yes or no, and I'm just pulling one. So let's see, what does prevail mean? True. What is prevailing? Is it a financial gain? Is it, will he be happy with how things are? And I'm going to say this is the 7 of Wands reversed. So I don't know if he's going to be 100% pleased with how things look, right? I still feel like there will be some celebration around this, but it doesn't solve everything, right? It's like those, like going to court and, well, this is a court situation. Hello. And we know who did it, yet they may have taken somebody else's life. And then like, there's the sentence, but I'm still I'm not as happy as what I thought I would be. I feel like that's where your husband's at. He'll do okay, but he may not have the closure that he had hoped he would have for that situation. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I wish it was more of yes, yes, yes. But I just felt like there still are some events that have kind of like flowed from that situation, right? There was a chain reaction, and there's more for him to unpack. Okay. All righty. Okay, so I'm going to, hi there. Yes, you're very welcome. I don't know what to ask. It's been a crazy couple of months for my hubby and me, so I'm leaving up to spirit loved ones for any messages. Okay, so let's see. We'll pull a card and see what spirit wants to share with you about the last few crazy months. Well, the first message that I am getting is to take things day by day, right? So, okay, I have my card here for you. To take things day by day and celebrate the small victories. What does that mean? It means that it's like you want to give your mind a break, and your mind wants to just say, can I not worry about this, and can I relax? And the truth is, there's always something that is going to be bothering us. There's always something we're going to be upset about. So the advice is that, this is true, but not true, that there's no absolute, right? There are shifts and changes, and, people say nothing is forever, but some things are kind of forever, right? I feel like, I really feel like the two of you are tag teaming with the shifts in your consciousness and your belief systems. So it's both that you kind of, boom, it's you, that today you're having a bad day, tomorrow I have a bad day, and so on and so forth. I'm feeling like there's more of that interesting pressure cooker type of energy that the two of you are experiencing. When you have a quiet day, just enjoy it. Let's try not to talk too much about the other things that are bothering us, and just try to celebrate the small things, right? So for me today, I made a decision that I'm going to try not, even though I'm doing a live, I'm going to read and take a nap. I'll probably check in with Amy, and then I'm going to try to shift gears. And okay, this is also coming in because I'm seeing so many people having to address this in their lives, is that when we are on autopilot for so long and living our lives a certain way, we get up, we do this, and then these are our habits. I feel like there is a shift and a redirection with both of your habits and the way you think, you process, you act, you react, your routines. I feel like that is changing, and it feels a little weird and off for both of you. So try not to get too overwhelmed as you're in that in-between weird space. We expect that because, look, I made this decision. My life is going to completely change and everything is set in order. No, there is the reconditioning of your belief systems and your habits that need to take place for you at this time. So the card that you have is the King of Pentacles reversed. And so I feel like the two of you have also put a lot of your hopes and your goals on hold. Things will get clearer for you. Just try to allow the shifting of the beliefs, the patterns, the routines to kind of take form a little bit. Okay. I feel like spring is going to be more of where you'll be able to take more size of like relief there to being able to breathe. Okay. I'm just going to scroll down just a second. All right. I hope that helped, friend. All right. So I see my friend Deb. Hi, Deb. How are you? Okay, so you just made a major decision. Was it the right move at this time? I'm feeling like it is. But I feel like there are a couple of other decisions coming up as well. So here's your card. I hear but. So I think so you have the moon reverse. So here's something here is that you may feel like it wasn't, because I feel like there are a couple of hiccups around you right now. And so Spirit says at this time, oh, okay, this is what they're showing me. At this time, maybe the decision could have waited. The decision would have needed to be made anyhow. However, you did it sooner than later. Like it was like, if you're going to move, then maybe it would have been better to have some more money in the bank or make sure a couple of other things are set up. However, that decision was made and you may feel a little bit of regret and so on and so forth. I feel like, yeah, you kind of took the long way with some of your soul work and some, it's like you took the long way around. But in the long run, I know that everything that happens is supposed to happen in that way. I just think that you may have forced the issue a little bit sooner than later. And so maybe there's extra soul work that's coming in for you. Okay. So try not to beat yourself over that. I think you took the extra credit route. Okay. All right. All right. Here's another question. See, one, you're welcome, Donna, and you're welcome. All right, so it's a Deb. So hi, Roxanne. All right, Kathy. Kathy's question is, will Doug be in the position to take care of my home repairs? The ones that you're dealing with right now, let's see what we've got. That's a yes. Oh, this is good. He has some experience. And so what this is the Knight of Pentacles. So what that tells me is that Doug has experience and he's always learning. He's always open to what's the newest technology, and he is not too much in his ego where he's like, I know what to do and don't listen to this, that, and the other thing. I felt like he has experience. He's trusted. He has a good reputation. And he's always willing to work with his clients. So excellent, excellent, excellent. Happy for you. All right. I might have jumped around a little. Okay. Paul, can you help with how to properly dispose of a 7-day candle? It's a bit difficult to bury in my garden like wax scraps. Well, what I would do is I would acknowledge the candle. I would thank the magic that transpired during that candle, and I would ceremoniously put it in the trash. And I would also do like a disconnect. So here's the thing too, is I'm going to suggest that for everyone who does any type of intentional magic, candles, herbs, when it's complete, take a moment and disconnect yourself, blessing the magic, thanking it, and disconnecting the cords of energy, right? Saying, okay, this magic is complete. It's done. I thank Spirit for this opportunity to be able to work with the elements and so on and so forth. You can also put in maybe some like tobacco or some herbs into the jar, and then wrap it up nicely and thank it and disconnect, and then you can put it in the trash. That's my belief. But I would honor it, and I would give an offering. So it's going to go out to the trash, give an offering to the earth. And they're also encouraging you to maybe put some herbs as an offering outside as well. Find a nice tree or find a sacred plant or bush and put some herbs out there, giving it to the earth. Good question. Excellent question. I hope that helped. You're welcome, Kathy. All right, so let's see here. I should have worn my glasses. Did you see me backing up here to focus? Okay. All right, so I'm not sure who this is for, and they're asking the question, does Spirit have any messages for me? All right, let's see. I'll shuffle up some cards. Not sure who this is. So you've got the Page of Wands. So you have the Page of Wands. So the message from Spirit is to not be shy, to try not to talk yourself out of taking some chances and taking a couple of leaps of faith. So that the Page energy is about someone who doesn't have a lot of experience around a certain area and or endeavor, yet they're saying, you know what, I want to do this. I want to try it. They're an initiator. Even though they may not have a lot of experience around it, Spirit's saying, go for it, but just be mindful that you may not know everything about the situation, even though you may feel like you do. So sometimes we're like, no, I have a lot of experience in this. And then all of a sudden they find themselves in that experience. And then they say, oh, snap, I don't have as much experience within this aspect of this field or this area. So just be mindful of that as you take that leap of faith and as you go down a new road and pathway, you may not have as much knowledge as what you think. Okay. Be open to learning, kind of like that piggyback from Kathy. Be open to learning. Okay. All righty. So this is one's for Roxanne. She's at a major crossroads that will affect pretty much all aspects of her life and relationships. Oh, what's the message from Spirit with this? Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Swords. So the message from Spirit is that you are going down a new pathway, absolutely. And I do think that this change has been in the works for a while now. I feel like it's been in like stages. And since it's such a new journey, and you have fresh eyes, allow yourself to be in the joy of it. Allow yourself to be in the flow of it. It's like, I feel like I really want to have you give yourself permission to step into the wonder, the wonder and excitement of this new beginning for yourself. And it's like a spider web, right? We make one change and it has an impact on everything, right? You cannot touch one part of a spider web without it rippling. Just like with water, you cannot touch one part of water without affecting all parts of that. So this was a huge shift and change for you. I really want you to pat yourself on the back because you have taken a huge chance in your life. And yes, it does impact everything. I don't know if your father is in spirit, but I feel a really strong father figure around you these days saying, you did it. I'm so proud of you. And I knew you could do it. And you have a lot of wisdom behind you. So there's that. Okay. All right. And you're welcome, Paul. And okay, let me scroll back up here. Okay, so this one is for Teresa. So what does Spirit have for me? So some of these questions are really like they're very open-ended. And so just remember, I'm just like giving small little messages. Oh, I do want to talk about this quickly too. So, and I have spoken upon the subject within teaching, mentoring, and with staff members, and so on and so forth, facilitators, that a lot of times people will take the reading that they receive and they will make it the gospel. They'll remember every single word. They'll remember everything about it. Remember, a reading is to plant some seeds, but ultimately it is up to you to discern whether it resonates, it doesn't resonate. There have been people and situations for me too, where I've had a reading and I thought, ooh, I think that doesn't resonate. I know it doesn't resonate. So it just gave me food for thought. So just know that, right? So messages are to plant seeds and it's up to you to discern where you go through there. There might even be one word within a reading that is that validation that you received from spirit. Okay. So for Teresa, what does spirit want you to know? We've got the Three of Wands reversed. So this is not the time for you to sit back and wait for things to happen. Maybe you're waiting for someone to follow through with what they said that they were going to do, right? So it might be that husband, a child, a coworker, or a boss said, okay, I'm going to make this change here. And so you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for to get on with your life, and you're waiting on somebody else's path, their decisions, but them being proactive. Spirit saying, no, 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 Teresa, this is the time for you to be more proactive, and don't put all your eggs in one basket, and don't give all your eggs out, right? Like, so my decisions are based upon what someone else does, and this in this area, in that area, in this area. So Spirit is saying, so make some executive decisions on your own and take action with them. Okay, sorry, I use my hands a lot. I know. Sorry. Okay, you're welcome and you're welcome, friends. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. And so Tracy wants to know about what does this year have in store for me. So I'm going to pull one card, and because there's a lot that's probably going to take place for you. So this is piggybacking on that message of how people may take readings very seriously, and they may say, well, they overlooked this or that. I am only dropping in and just sharing a little bit of what spirit brings through. So what is one thing that's this year has in store for you? Let's see, we've got, oh, this is change, the death card. So there are some definite endings of scenarios that are not supporting you anymore. I feel like you just had a small little ending of like a chapter. I feel like there is a book that is ending. So that could mean a job change. It could be a health change, like meaning like you're changing your diet and getting very healthy. It could mean the ending of a friendship, a relationship. So there are a couple of chapters that are closing, and there probably are a couple of books that are closing. Just know that if something is closing and it's over, it means that something new and better is coming in. I'm going to call it the upgrade, that there's an upgrade in your life that is coming in because of your frequency, and your life path has shifted and is always shifting and changing. And so, it's important for us with our focus. If we have like our eggs in so many baskets, it's not easy to focus and to give your undivided attention to the areas in your life that are trying to grow and to bear fruit and where you'll be happier. So if a situation is closing and a door is closing and it's locked, don't try to pick the lock. Let it be for now. Unless you feel like, wait, I just want to acknowledge that situation or that person, and I'm not going to try to pick it and step back through. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. And you're welcome, Teresa. Okay. And hello, Nicole and Anne. As a question, any messages from my mom or any helpful situations from other family members, whichever comes through. Thank you. So let's just see here. Does your mother have sisters? Like, so aunts on your mother's side? I feel a lot of that kind of, I'm feeling there's a lot of laughter and they want to validate that they are hanging out together. So I'm seeing your mother and other women who are her age. So some may be blood sisters, some may be friends, and some might be like a sister-in-law. I feel like your mother's sister-in-law around there, or sister-in-law there too. So your mother is talking about bonding with women and circles of supportive women. And this is really important for women to be around other nurturing, supportive women who will help lift you up and who will be there to, support you, to help you with honesty and with love, to help you when you're needing that support. Your mother is saying that you're feeling kind of like you're on an island at times. And so with intention, reach out with sister-like relationships to support you on your path, even if it's to giggle and laugh and go have coffee or tea and just to reconnect. Okay. All righty. I hope that makes sense to you and helps you. Okay. Next one is for Nicole. Would it be a good idea to move out of Florida? I'm going to add the part within the next year. I am feeling that within the next year. You guys want me to expand upon that. Pardon me. Okay. I heard a yes, and that is the card yes. Within a year to plan a move to make a transition out of Florida. This is the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you've been feeling this for a while, and when we feel it, we're feeling like that pull. Sometimes we question it. Is it that I'm just, giving up, and I feel like I know there's a lot of sentimental energy around you, around like feelings and emotions and like tugging on your heartstrings. But within the next year, I think it's a good idea for you to start like shifting gears and thinking about I feel like you have an idea where you'd like to go. What do I need to have in place for me, but for making that move? Of course, maybe money, another job, a place to stay. And I do see some travel this year to really scope out some opportunities for you. So I'm going to say yes. And the Two of Pentacles is about balance. Your son is saying the well is drying up here, meaning that it's time for change. So the well is drying up. So it could be opportunities, the joy, the personal satisfaction. I feel like there's just something that's missing, or like 2 or 3 things that are just missing. So I do think it's a good idea within the next year. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next question. Okay, I also want to say this too, Nicole. I'm feeling a lot of healing around you these days because I got like a wave of heat. Whenever that takes place, when I'm sharing messages, I know that there's a lot of healing that's being sent your way. And I would love for you to spend more time recharging your batteries. When we leave our phone plugged in, we don't let it charge all the way. It's like, I got things to do, and we unplug it. I really would love to see you give yourself more time to fully charge your batteries. So rather than 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, set that intention. Say maybe a couple of hours or a full day to recharge here and there is more effective for you than a little bit here and there. Okay. And this is, you're welcome. Okay. All right, Lisa. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Sorry. Oh, I just made a major decision and set the wheels on motion. Was it the right time, and will it turn out okay? I think that we do have bumpers of spirit helping us when we make major decisions. Nothing manifests and takes place that isn't supposed to take place. There are no perfect right answers. Just like with the whole not renewing the lease on Fort Myers, right? There are so many different ways I was pulled with that, but I knew that it was something that I needed to do. I mean, I probably could have asked to renew for another 5 years and then looked at those other options or see if I could do a shorter lease. But I knew that eventually it was something that I wanted to do. And so maybe there was a better timing. I don't know. But this is where I'm feeling with you too, and many of you who are tuned in here, that sometimes we make that decision sooner than later. And when you make that decision, just try to commit to it. Say, okay, made that executive decision. I'm going to make the best of it. Will I have some bumps and maybe, some bumps and bruises and maybe some regret here and there? Yeah, that's possible. But if I make that decision, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to commit to it. So I'm going to pull a couple cards with it. One card with it, excuse me. I think it'll turn out okay. However, I do think that you're going to be surprised with the different directions that you go in with this decision, right? If we have decision like paralysis and we still are in the same positions, we're going to get really uncomfortable until we make a change. And so shifting that direction, sometimes it's unfamiliar. We're second guessing ourselves. We're feeling uncomfortable. Again, we may have regrets. So I do think that major decision has a long path for you right now, right? So you get the Four of Pentacles reversed. And here's the other thing I do want to say. I am not just going to tell you what you want to hear. When a message comes through, I'm not going to say things that aren't authentic and ethical. So, yes, you set some things into motion. You might, like, this is the theme today, right? Maybe you took the longer way, the more bumpier way of moving through this decision and having changes. So that's why I feel like you kind of may have some regrets here and there and second guessing yourself. Commit to it. Commit to it. Give it your best, and allow spirit to kind of help guide you through. There are breadcrumbs all around you. It will turn out okay in the end, but I think that there are some surprises that may come in that may have you to think really quick on your feet. Okay. All right. All righty. Here's another question. What do I need to get healthy, please? I think eliminating drama, gossip, people that are very draining, people who maybe who don't respect your healthy boundaries and who are in a place of me, I. I think that that's the first place to help you get healthier. And I think that there are some like there's a redirection around you, saying that with the phrase saying, I cannot control other people. I cannot control how other people behave and how they react. Because then I see that trying to that creates this ripple effect of stress and all of that, and then unhealthy habits, right? So we may not eat the best foods, we may not have the energy to go exercise, we may not be making the best choices, we may feel exhausted and go to McDonald's rather than going home and eating something healthy. So the first thing is to eliminate the drama and the chaos and the chaotic situations in your life, and that will help you to regain some stability in your life, and that'll help you make better choices, and it'll help you sleep better too. I feel like you've got a lot going on here, and you do need to think on the spot. So thinking on the spot too, like for dinner or lunch, or what I'm doing with my time off. Am I doing it to prepare for the week? And am I in these habits of connecting and complaining and so on and so forth with people who will support that type of lifestyle? Okay, so that would be the first thing, and to remember that you cannot control other people. Okay. Oh, this is another person. Would moving out of Florida be a good idea? Everybody wants to leave Florida. What in the heck? Okay. All right, let's see. I am hearing, oh, here we go. Yeah. I am hearing the phrase, everywhere you go, there you are. Just because you move out of Florida, it doesn't mean that things are going to get better right away. And so this is the High Priestess card reverse. So your higher self, your divine self is trying to get you to look at some things, and they're saying correct your course, get more in alignment with where you're at. Don't give in. You need more energy. You've got decision fatigue for sure. So it will not be the best thing for you right now. Maybe eventually, I think a move out of Florida is a good decision for you, but maybe not right now. Okay, so first, there are some things that, like, you got to get your ducks in a row. Your ducks are not all in a row yet. And then we'll think about making a move out of Florida within like maybe 2 years or so. Okay. All righty. Let's see here. You're welcome, Roxanne. You're welcome, friends. You're welcome. This is so weird because, like, the comments are jumbled here. So if I skip someone, I'm sorry. It's weird how it's all popping up for me. All right, here's the next question from Aries, me, Gemini, him, love or friendship. All right, love or, so I'm going to go with yes or no, love or friendship. So we'll start with love first. That'll help decide. Love or friendship? Love, 10 of Wands. Oh, there's a lot there. Okay. You both have a lot going on right now, but the potential for more of a romantic connection is there. The seeds are like, it's fertile ground. There are seeds being planted, but just recognize that you both have a lot going on and be a little bit more forgiving with time and commitment at this time. Okay. So, ooh, that's a good one, right? So there's a nice balance. I do see trying to come in with that Gemini energy. All righty. You're welcome. I'll prepare for the bumpy road ahead. Yeah, just know that we are here to learn. We're here to grow. We are here to make conscious decisions. We have free will. Just be mindful that we are not here to have the perfect experience. There's no such thing as a perfect experience. Okay. All right, here is another question. I have been attempting to start my own business working with animals, and I've been struggling. Any insights? Moving forward to the one area I will be offering to is a business mentorship through the circle group, and we'll get together and we'll talk about business. There are a lot of things about business that I have learned over the years, and then I blend that with my intuition based upon the individual circumstances. And my guides have been wanting me to share more with that for a while. Okay, so with the oh, you've got death and rebirth. So there is a part of this business that I felt like you're locked into. And it's like, it has to be this way. It's okay to change it up a little. I think that that's where you're getting caught up, and maybe you're judging yourself for not feeling like you're disciplined within the business, right? With your plan. Maybe you're feeling like, oh, but this is what I said. And maybe there are other people saying, oh, you're changing your mind again. Well, guess what? Sometimes you have to be flexible within business, because the idea you had laid out works, right, short term, and then it doesn't work long term, whether you haven't found the right platform or the right products or suppliers or the schedule that works for you. So be open to being adaptable and flexing and going with those plot twists, right? It's like shift, plot twist, and we're going to shift it, and we're going to go into this direction now, right? So pivots are okay. It's okay to have a pivot. I think that that's where you're kind of getting stuck. each business has its own entity, not just legally and tax wise and so on and so forth, but it has its own spirit, and we're birthing it, and it's connected with us, and it's going to speak to you. I know many of you have heard me refer to, and we speak of it often, spirit of the moon, SOTM, spirit of the moon, the spirit of the moon, the mystical moon. It has it is a living, breathing thing. And so it was birthed with specific intentions. Has it shifted and morphed over the years based upon the experience for all of those? Yes. And so I'm going to mention that within your business. Go back to remembering why you started the business, what were your goals, and if you're not happy with some of the decisions and how things are coming together, then as the creator and the birther, the midwife of this business, I'm going to encourage you to get clear with that, like what feels right, what feels good, and it's okay to pivot. Okay. That's a long answer, but I know that there are many of you entrepreneurs here as well. Okay. Hey, Joe. Super late to the party. Okay, so I'll get you. I don't know if you have a question. So here's a question here. Do I follow new information received Friday? Yeah, there's a reason why you received that information first and foremost. And yep, here's your card. Okay. Ooh, Seven of Swords. So some of that information that you received, it was ready to come up to the surface. So I felt like there's some bittersweetness within all of that. Do you follow it? Yeah, follow the lead. You're going to probably be, my throat's going out. Uncovering some things that may not sit well for you, but you're ready to hear it. You're ready for that information to come in, and try to be neutral. Of course, we have reactions, but just allow yourself to go through the motions of receiving the information. It's because it's in alignment with your soul, your path, with where you're at this time. Okay. So yes, take it, run. And there's more that's going to be unfolding too. Teresa, I'm going to move on to another question because we do have more questions here from people who I haven't connected with yet. So this is for CL. Hi. The man I thought was my biological father was my biological father. Is the man I thought was my biological father my biological father? And will I get some information from that side of the family? So let's see here. Ooh, that's a touchy thing, right? Okay, so here, card popped up, and it is the Four of Swords. So yes. When information comes through, though, remember there are perspectives. So a lot of the validation and the yes, that's true, is going to be filtered through the person, the messenger. So yes, that was your father. And I mean, like, that's a big question, right? In a live that I'm doing here. Oh, the pressure. But I do feel like this is a validation for you. And just use your discernment with what you receive as information afterwards. Some will sit with you. Some of it will sit well with you. Some will not. And connect with your father, right? Ask him to come in. If you have a picture or write down his name and create a little altar and ask if he can communicate with you, if it's for the highest and best good of all. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Here's one for Doreen. Hi, Doreen. What do my spirit guides want me to know? Let's see. Ace of Cups. So this is about new feelings and new. It's like such a generic term, but feelings that are unfamiliar to you are kind of like coming up. Newfound passion, newfound excitement about life and different areas. It's like, here's some hope that's being served to you, where maybe you thought, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen or that's going to happen. I'm just going to put that dream or goal to the side. And now there's other it's like focus, validation, excitement about life. If we don't have excitement about life or hope, like what's the point? It's like, yep, same old, same old. And that's why things happen. That's why we make these split decisions, right? Split, like these last minute decisions, spur of the moment. That's what I want to say. Spur of the moment decisions. And then we might think, oh, I regretted it. I'm regretting it, but something needed to change. Otherwise it's going to change for you. So there's a lot of excitement and hope on the horizon for you that you're already feeling, unfamiliar feelings. All right, Joe, his question is, can I get a clear picture if I should bring my mom to live with us or wait? Let's see. Should we bring mom to Florida or we should wait? Actually, I think that there are some alignments. So this is yes, bring her to Florida. Now the timing of that, right? Were you thinking between the next three? It's like I'm going to jump either in 3 months or 6 months, right? So mapping things out, when is the right timing for all of this and what do we need to have in place? I just think that the traveling back and forth and being able to have a better eye on things, there'll be two different opportunities in 3 months and 6 months. And then Spirit did want me to go up to here quick to pull a card for Brittany because it's not quite Teresa. All right, here we go. For Brittany. All right, Teresa, here is your card for Brittany. Brittany, you've got the Tower card. So if you think and feel like everything is falling down around you and there's some chaos and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like everything is just kind of crumbling, it really is, because it's to get you to move in a different direction for yourself. This is a shift. It's a pivot. It's to say, this is not working anymore. And this is pure chaos is what they want me to say. So Spirit saying, no, we're going to make some choices for you where you have to go over here. You have to. We're going to roll up the, when there were bridges, we're going to roll up that bridge and we're going to retract it. And you're going to be forced to go over here to step outside and have new experiences because the old ways, the old relationships, the old situations are not working for you anymore. So it's time to shift that and trust the path of your higher self and your guides. Okay, Joe, you're welcome. Okay, you're welcome, friends. Okay, hold on here. Let me keep it. I think I got some people here. Took care of them. Here's a Facebook user. Hi, I keep getting messages, oracle cards about pushing myself out of my comfort place. What's that all about? It's all about doing things that, like, not playing it safe. It's about listening to your soul. If we stay in the same routine experiences, we don't have any other stimuli to help us grow. So taking little baby steps to step outside of your comfort zone are going to place you on into alignment with different experiences, people, places, and things that will be more fulfilling for you. I think there have been a few situations in the past where you stepped outside of your comfort zone and it may not have gone very well. I think you're at that juncture. And it felt like there's someone who you really respect their opinion, and it's like you don't want to let them down and you don't want to disappoint them. So you're playing it safe, but playing it safe does not always bring us joy and fulfillment and excitement. So do at least one thing different that you wouldn't have done before. So trying a new food, going to a new restaurant, going live on social media, right? Or starting a new website, giving a name to a business. If you're dating someone, call them and invite them out. Or if you're interested in someone, like one different thing a week. I've mentioned this many times. Go to a different Publix. If you go a certain way to work, go a different way to work. Change up your routine. By changing up your routine, you're going to put yourself in alignment with other experiences. Okay? Do it. So let's pull a card for you. You get the Three of Pentacles. So you are supported. And oh, I feel like this has to do with connecting with a new tribe, a new group, taking a class that you wouldn't have taken before because you didn't want to be put on the spot. But they're showing me that tribe and community is what's really, this is what this is all about, really. That's what Spirit's saying. So join that class, take that class, step outside of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid of people calling on you and singling you out. Okay? Okay. So Lynn's question is, will the investment I've decided to end be in my best interest? Well, here's what I see. The ending of one thing, and then I see investing in something else. Yes, I feel like it is. Okay, so I'm going to encourage you. Did you already end it? You've decided to, but I don't know if you took the steps yet. So here's what we have: the Seven of Swords reversed. So Spirit is saying, hold on, let me hide that because I'm trying to hear the message. If you haven't, I feel like it's the steps afterwards that I really would like for you to think more about and revisit and look at more of your options. I feel like it was good. It's the best decision for you to think outside of the box when it comes to investments and your financial security. However, I feel like what's next needs to be revisited and maybe getting a second opinion and really sit with it a little bit longer if you can. Try not to put all of it in one place. I felt like there were a couple of different places. So just need to think about the after effects a little bit more so. Okay. You're all very welcome. So I have time for one more. Okay. Okay. This is from Tanya, I think. All right. So this is the last one. Okay, my friend. Just wondering, when will my friend JB text me? All right. So are they going to text you? Let's see. That is the question. So yes, they will text you. I'm going to go with the numbers on the card. So it's the number 18. It is the moon. So it could be 18 hours, 18 days, 18 minutes. I don't know if this is the one, by the way. I feel like it's worth investigating, like, and entertaining. I just feel like there's more to that relationship. And because I feel like with that moon card, it's often like illusion, someone maybe being aloof, maybe not quite committing and following through with certain things. So because the fact that you might be guessing and then that moon card came up, I don't know if it's exactly all you had hoped it would be, that relationship. Okay, so just be open to that. Okay, each relationship is purposeful, whether it's a long-term or a short-term relationship. So I think sooner than later, but I don't know if it's satisfying enough for you. Okay, all right. So you are also very welcome. It was really nice to connect with everybody here. And thank you all for your patience and support. I did want to mention a couple of things that we do have going on at the Bonita store. If you haven't stopped in to see her, she looks so beautiful. Barbara Bell, who many of you have met out front. Barbara Bell is a longtime friend for many, many years, way before the moon too. And she helps out front as well, but she's an expert feng shui. She's a feng shui expert. And so she mapped out how, with energetically, with the furniture and everything, it looks completely different in Bonita. And of course, my front desk staff and my family have helped so much with unpacking and organizing and moving things and giving her so much love. She's gone through a huge transformation. So stop down and see the Bonita store, the Mystical Moon store, if you can. And we have so many new products. It's amazing we have as much in there, and it's as spacious as it is. I do have some specials going on. So if you can get in there while they last, I have demo decks. We all know that I am obsessed with tarot cards and oracle cards. So Fort Myers had, I don't know if I counted 200 different decks, but we don't need duplicates in all spaces. So a lot of the demos that are not going to Sanibel Candle Company in Bell Tower, when we have some more products there, they will be for sale. We've got a huge collection of demo decks that that are being rehomed. So they're discounted prices. So step on down, go on down. Amy's putting out new decks every day. And I also have my glass jar Moonstone Priestess candles that I am redesigning. Those are on BOGO. They used to be $22.22. They're $15 on BOGO in store, not online, because that would be a lot of shipping. Anyway, but online they are 15. But they're BOGO, so that's $7 each candle while supplies last. And we have some other things that the shelves are stocked. We've got crystals and sage and books and incense, just all of the things there. We have blue sage. I just added blue sage. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Anyway, I think that might even be online too. Anyway, thank you all so much for being so loving and supportive and understanding. And I look forward to connecting with everybody sooner than later. Have a beautiful day. Oh yeah, and I see Joe's comment. And there are new decks that I just got in. I already have my deck picked out for March, and I'm going to tell you, it's the Tarot of the Gnomes. So cute, so cute. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. And I see you all soon. Bye-bye.